Good evening, everybody. When they write the book about technical hitches, good evening. We come on again.
Yeah.
When they write the book about technical hitches, me and the judge are going to have a chapter all of our own about tonight. But we are here finally online with a preview of the 130, the old John Porter at Newbury. Can't wait. How are you doing, Judge? Have you had a good week on the old Newmarket?
Well, yes, it's been up and down. I just started the week like a house on fire. That O'Mara horse at a nice price, which was good. Yeah, that was a good start to the week, and not a good finish, but I'm quite confident about a couple tomorrow.
Yeah, it's a really great day tomorrow. Really good card. Newbury will cover one. Scottish National Day, obviously, and some nice racing up at first there. So, excuse me. Talk with yourselves.
Yes. Bless you.
Thank you. We are going to cover the 130 at Newbury, one of the first good staying races of the year. 8 go to post. As of recording, we are praying that is still the case tomorrow on soft ground. It is the Dubai duty-free finest surprise stakes. I don't like surprises, but I do like this race. The old John Porter, a Group 3 over 1 mile 4. Let's quickly look at the betting before I come to the judge. Hurricane Lane, 11 to 10. Now, best price. The horse was heavily odds on, or well odds on before. You got Mojo Star for the Hannon team. He is being clipped in. You can get 7 to 2 still. Isra at 8. Max Vega, something of a track specialist at 8. Lone Eagle with Frankie Dettori at 14s. Surrey Mist, a very interesting horse. More of him later, 20 to 1. Grand Alliance, 28s. And the Rag for Hahn with the great Ocean Murphy at 66. You won't see him on many 66 to 1 shots, but you will tomorrow for trainer Philip Kirby. Now, real interesting sort of subplots to this, Ross, Judge.
Right.
Let me come to you, mate, and see what you think about this. Give us your thoughts and your selection or selections.
Bless you. Oh, I mean, not being funny, I'd like to have a bet on there being an on-runner. I think that's a nap. So that'd be a starter for 10. It's a sort of race, if you try and bet each way before the race, it's too far before the race, you might be under a bit of pressure. And I kind of feel like I'm better off having two strings to my bow, win only. And that's how I'm going to play the race, especially when we're tipping the night before. If you was tipping half an hour before, you might be looking more at the each way option. But I've got to take the favourite on, to be honest, mate. I mean, 2 years ago, obviously, he'd eat this lot for breakfast. He didn't really run fantastic last year. His RPR's one good run of 114, but he really wouldn't be any better pretty much than the majority of this field. And I just can't help thinking he's got to be, he's probably going to be fit enough. But if you want me to, it's 11 to 10 now. It's 4 to 5 when I was studying. I still think I'd have to take him on. And I think and then when you look at the second favourite, whose horses are absolutely flying, the Ammo Racing horses, they're definitely getting their horses ready. And I wouldn't put anybody. I'd rather back Mojo Star win only than Hurricane Lane win only out of the front two in betting. But I just feel that even that's a bit of a flaky horse. It doesn't win very often. He comes there on the bridle and doesn't get on with it. And I just feel like this is a kind of race. Having a couple of small plays might be the way to go. Obviously, the top horse loves Newbury. It's won here twice, come second twice, and 7th once. But that's got a £3 penalty, and he hasn't always. Max Vega. He's a nice horse and probably one of the most solid options to run their race. But I think last year it won here, and the one of the ones I'm going against it, Lone Eagle was only 9 to 2 last year when it ran against this, and Max Vega was 22 to 1, and Lone Eagle's 3 to 1. Sorry, get it right. Lone Eagle that day was 9 to 2. Max Vega was 22 to 1 that day. It's a £3 penalty difference. And I'm looking today, you've got, tomorrow it'll be Lone Eagle's, I think it's a 14 to 1 in the village. It's got blinkers on first time, and an interesting change of trainer from Martin Mead to Rafe Beckett. And if he can get this horse back to the Irish Derby second, where he's only just behind today's favourite, Hurricane Lane, he's got to be my first one on my list at 14 to 1. And the other one I like would be Isra. John Gosden's horses aren't absolutely flying first time up, maybe. But he did beat Surrey Mist in a handicap early on last season, giving him weight, beating him half a length. He likes soft ground. Obviously, he started pretty short price for the November handicap last year on the back of a very impressive win off a long break the time before. He may have bounced after that run. And I think perhaps Best Fresh might be the time to catch him. And he's an 8-1 chance. So 2 small win bets is the way I'm going to play this at 8-1 and 14s on Isra and Lone Eagle.
Excellent. Well, I'm going to hit one out of the ballpark here, or try to, but I don't want to be back in Hurricane Lane, who hasn't won in his last 3. I was going to say odds on, but he's now odds against. But even now, it's going to have to get bigger. Godolphin's obviously started the season well. Excuse me. I can see a big run in him, but I just think that is no value at all. And you're right, he didn't impress in his last run. He finished 8th. I'm not sure as well that great big strong horse, if he's not 100%, and this isn't his seasonal target, is it?
No,
whether they'll be busting a gut with half a furlong to go. Do you know what I mean? I'd need to know this was his target to be betting at such short odds. Mojo Star, like you, at the last 2 times he's finished second.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's crazy to crab a second in a Group 1 in the Gold Cup.
Absolutely, yeah.
He looked to me like he didn't really want to go by the other horse that day. I don't know. I don't know with him, Mojo Star. He's obviously capable of running to a good level of form, but I think this is a race to have a little go and knock one out of the ballpark.
Yeah, definitely is, really, isn't it?
Max Vega, very, very, very solid. Great figures at Newbury. He won last time. He's got the penalty for that. He beat a horse called Hamish, who everybody thought was the cert of all certs for that race. He backed into odds on that day, and he came cruising, and Max Vega was not having it. That was a big shock, but when you looked into it, maybe it wasn't, because Max Vega had been running poorly, but, at the highest level, he's brought back to Newbury, a place he loved, and he took down Hamish fair and square there, and that's a good level of form on similar ground to it'll be tomorrow. But he's not the call for me. I'm going to go at something more than twice. The outsider, or one of the outsiders, I'm going to go for a horse who has had a run 35 days ago. And that horse is Surrey Mist, available at 20-1 with Bet365, Paddy Power, William Hill, and Betfair Sportsbook. Now, this horse has got it to find on the book, but Max Vega, these distance races on soft ground, Max Vega had a lot to find on Hamish, and he did. It can happen. Surrey Mist is going to be fit and flying. He last was seen in a Group 3 in Saint-Cloud on the 18th of March. He ran a really good race from the front, and he got caught late on, but he wasn't beaten that far. It was a really solid Group 3, and I think he would have needed that. The ground was very soft, and it was on the shorter, only 1 mile too. This would be much more his bag, this now going up to this. I think he might get loose near the front here. I know he's fit. He's got it to do on the book, but I just think this is the perfect time to catch a few of these better types who are not cherry ripe. Now, he won a listed race at Deauville last year. 1 mile, 4.5 on soft. Always prominent, crossed the rail, led, ridden, challenged, asserted clear over 1 out readily, beating a horse called Carini, who was very, very highly thought of. So there is some strong back form. He's proven on the ground. I think he's going to be as fit as a flea tomorrow, and I think he could catch a few of these first time out, Judge. And if there is going to be a shock, I think Surrey Mist might cause one tomorrow. And I'm going to take that 20s. I think he's a cracking bet in a race where there are reasons to oppose the top of the market. So it's Surrey Mist for a shock at 20-1.
It's not being funny. It's one of them ones where, let's be honest, the other 7 all haven't had a run. So it has got a fitness advantage on all the others. And it's if you knew 8 were going to post, you would like to back him each way, because he is one of the ones pretty much you know, you could see him coming third, fourth, fifth, couldn't you? Quite comfortably. I know you think he can win, but he's got to do
what he does.
Yeah. And I kind of, it's just difficult. Obviously, we've got to provide sort of like, you know, from the night before. I just sort of like, the amount of times I have a bet in these races and the amount of times you get a non-runner, something comes out and they have a bit too much rain overnight or not enough, and one of them comes out. I wouldn't put you off him really, not at that price, especially, and you've got a fitness advantage over the few, because there's going to be 2 or 3 that definitely need the run, won't there? You know, we're not privy to knowing exactly whether certain stables have got it. And like you say, I mean, look, there's no way Hurricane Lane's is going to be sort of 50% fit tomorrow, but at the same time, he's not going to be 100% fit, is he? He's not going to be the absolute. No. Yeah. But you know, so he's not going to. You know, Charlie Appley's not going to want him to have a really hard race tomorrow and win by. You know, but it is what it is. But 11 to 10, not for me. And you know, out the front two, I'd rather back Mojo Star win only. But like I said, but I just think it's worth it's worth opposing the front two. Very small. It's not one of them sort of all systems go type bets racing, is it? But you could win something worth having taking these two on, can't you?
Yeah. So it's Surrey Miss for me at 20s. The judges going split stakes on Isra and Lone Eagle under Frankie Dettori. And it's the 1:30, so make sure you're up and ready. It's the first race. I presume it'll be on ITV. If
yes,
not,
it is
on Racing TV.
It is on ITV.
Yep. There's no reason to miss it. And then we got Scottish National and Newbury. We're a great mixed afternoon, so it's going to be fantastic. Good luck, Judge.
But you lucky me, old mate.
Be lucky, folks. If mine doesn't win, people know what I'm going to say. So I'm not going to bother now. But we'll see you on Monday with some Judges' Duels. Have a great day. Look out for HFC emails and look out for the Judges' private service. And we shall see you on Monday. Good luck. Let's get that shock in.